also on the rise, print media, due to the fact of the big boom as far as our DVRs, Comcast On Demand. Really, people are now able to kind of really go through those commercials so that anytime their favorite show is on, they can basically go through those and really not have to deal with them. So print media and insertion media has really gone up due to the fact that people really aren't looking at TV the same way that they were 20 years ago.
And think about the people in the room there. If we asked how many people had TiVo or DVR, it would probably be, what, 50% or more on the call, actually? So just something to think about.
Obviously, this is where we really come into play, to where our franchise consulting methods and really ways in which we do business really help out each and every franchise owner to really help see their potential ROI potential. Looking at a few of the franchises and corporations in which we've been working with, these are just a few of the challenges that we have been facing. And Ed, please, Tracy, go back just one slide.
Sorry. Okay.
Ed, I know probably there's a few of the things in which you've probably seen, to where protecting quality and integrity of the brand, advertising, which correlates with corporate efforts and marketing, co-op dollars, unable to measure ROI calculations. Ed, you've probably run into a few of these things yourself, and which one of these probably stands out to you? Ed? Well, obviously, these are just a few of the things in which we've been facing and focusing on, and really trying to make our franchisees more effective in doing each and every one of these things. Really, how our program works is, first off, we get an approved roster and calendar, product demographics and review. Next, we go to contacting the franchisees, and then last but not least, setting up online meetings for each and every one of you guys to go through your trade area analysis and really pinpoint out your highest return on investment clients. Each and every one of our, obviously, marketing consultants, we all have the capability of going in, looking, and really being true consultants to each and every one of you guys. We obviously pride ourselves in making the best decisions for you as well as for your franchise. So if there's things in which, we're going to basically pretty much tell you the truth in every aspect, shape, way, or form. Probably the biggest thing and the best is that you decide when we call, you decide what we say, and most importantly, you decide what we sell. That obviously has been a very key and very important to, obviously, corporate, and making sure we convey those messages down to you guys. Our one-click capability also allows you guys to have an icon on your desktop, be able to click on it, and have one of us pop up for you guys pretty much 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're pretty much always here whenever you guys are available.
So far, do you have any questions at all? Hello, Ed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, they did.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll actually go on to a client scenario. So every time that we get on the phone with a franchisee, what we do is we walk them through 4 basic steps. The first step being targeting their customers. And we do a map and profile specific to their demographic region or area. We talk about the product options that are available. And again, these are corporate approved in the beginning. So you have an option of 2 to 5 different products to mail out. And the pricing is already confirmed from the beginning at corporate as well. Third step, we talk about the dates to advertise, and what we do is actually confirm with the franchise owner what they already have in place so we can complement their existing advertising. And the fourth step is to complete the order online and collect payment online as well via Adobe Meeting Room. When we talk about targeting the customers, we really can hone in and micro-target the areas that are the most important for you to reach, thereby eliminating advertised waste. what we'll do is we'll pull up on Google Docs or Google their exact location and talk about the demographics that we get on the profile. However, since they live and work in that location, they can confirm or verify the information on this report is accurate. Definitely looking at their site, we can talk about traffic patterns and the flow. This is an example of a map that we would have. The shaded colors here reflect the best potential customer. And for example, in this trade area, let's say this is a 10-mile trade area, the peach colors are the best areas to target. So you do not have to mail to the yellow and the blue and the gray, and you automatically eliminate advertised waste. The reports that we run come up. This is just an example of a report with several variables. And again, we work up front with corporate on what variables would be most important, meaning the household income index and maybe the percentage of owner-occupied housing units, the distance to site from each location. We'll walk through each franchise owner, the city and state, the household count, how often we mail there, and how our ad is delivered, whether it's shared mail or newspaper. And again, every single site is different. Over our 20-plus different options we have available for Velasas or from Velasas. What we're doing for ChemDry and Enhance are the shared mail options and the newspaper options. This is just a great example of the newspaper alliances we have across the nation. And so we can really target in on the customer you're trying to get to buy your product. These are some nice, the creative options, just the spec sizes. We'll go over, again, in detail, just like we are now on a one-on-one basis or small groups of 5-20 people at a time of the options that are available. Spec size, the minimum households that you have to mail, the cost per 1,000. We make some simple black plate changes for the address, phone number, hours, locator information here. Again, everything is controlled by corporate, so the brand integrity is not lost. You should be able to see now the ChemDry ad that we have in place, the offers on the back, and then also the Enhance. And this is an example of the 8.5 by 11 value sheet for both samples. This is where we we're not just a salesperson, we're definitely a media consultant to them because we want to complement what's already in place. So if someone's advertising newspaper or radio or TV the first part of the month, we'll work with them and extend their advertising dollars so that their message is getting out there several different vehicles and ways and hitting their best target customer. Everyone always likes this return on investment calculator. We work with everyone on an individual basis, and again, this is just an example. What we do is all these yellow cells are actually changeable because not everyone's going to have the average dollar sale of $300. So, for example, the predictive analysis calculator. I'm sorry, did you have a question? The example here is saying that we are mailing 50,000 households, and the cost per 1,000 is $52.10 per 1,000. So your total cost of advertising is $2,605. We're being very conservative on a minimum industry return here of 0.1%. Let's say the franchise average conversion rate from all the coupons and ads that are sent out there based on product knowledge and customer service, the people that actually are able to close the sale, let's just say it's 35%, again being conservative. With an average dollar sale of $300, the minimum expected number of sales is 18 sales. So based on 18 sales, the total revenue from responses will be about $5,000. And the total cost of advertising, again, is $2,605. So your total revenue per drop is $2,645. If you're interested in walking through this with Keith or I, just call us on an individual basis and we can talk about your trade area specifically. The fourth and final step is we complete the order form and process payment online. Everything is available on credit card, so no need to stand by the fax machine. And what I'll do is turn it back over to Keith to talk about the next step.
All right. Obviously, looking at the next steps that we want to progress forward to, just first off, foremost, the ability to go online and do all this ordering pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is really a future enhancement in which we're doing, which allows you guys to go online, do your artwork, pick out the places in which you really want to mail to 24 hours a day, like I said, 7 days a week. It really just allows you guys to open up and really do this at midnight or any time which you guys have the available time to do so. Next, our customized email notices. This really allows us to really reach out to you guys, talk to you about the newest things that are coming out as far as artwork, in-home dates, just new media in general, or even questions that you guys might have, really having us answer those for you guys and things like that. Next, quarterly webinars. This we want to do just to basically, like I said, discuss future corporate initiatives, roll out new creative, co-op programs, any problems that you guys are facing, and really, like I said, just make sure that we can be the best service for you guys that we can be. And finally, last steps, obviously process improvements. We always want to follow up on each and every in-home date that you guys do run with us, that collect that ROI data, pricing, success stories, and really, most importantly, telling us what you need. Obviously, we're here, like I said, as a service to you guys to make sure that you guys are getting the return on investment that you guys are looking for, and ultimately us being the best media consultants that we can be towards you. This is just all three of us, like I said, are available. Obviously, David Langman, our sales coordinator, he's also there to answer any questions that you guys might have. And we want to thank everyone, obviously, for their time today. And I want to open it up to any questions that you guys might have about us, or the campaign, or really anything which we've discussed today. All right. Well, it doesn't appear as if there looks like any questions are there. Once again, guys, we want to thank you for your time. Really, any questions, please give us a call, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you guys soon.
Thanks so much. Just hang up, Keith.
Yeah.